Mr. Senator, is the government the same size now as it was in 1970? Is it not too big?
Well, let me put it this way, Stuart. Since 2019, America's population is up 2%. Our spending is up 55%. The president of the teacher union that the clip of which you just showed, no disrespect, but he must think there's an award for being stupid. Either that or he's intentionally misleading the American people. Every fair-minded person in America who has a brain above a single-cell organism understands that the federal budget is chock full of spending porn. President Trump ran on a platform of scrubbing the budget, and that's what he's doing. He's scrubbing the budget, and it's long overdue.
Mr. Senator, you've talked to President Trump and Vice President Vance publicly and privately.
Right.
You don't think they're ready to focus on the debt crisis. So do you think we've got a debt bomb coming?
Well, we will if we allow government to default. I've talked to the president and the vice president a number of times privately about it. It's on their list of things to address, but it's not at the top of their list. First, we had to keep government open. We're going to do that. The Democrats will vote tonight to do it. Senator Schumer is allowing them to do it. You know, Senator Schumer never makes the same mistake twice. He makes it 5 or 6 times just to make sure he got it right. But this time, I have to give Chuck credit. He's doing the right thing. Once we get past that, we're going to pass a reconciliation bill to redesign the tax code so it'll look like somebody designed it on purpose. And then we'll focus on the debt ceiling. I don't think we have to worry about it between May or June, but Senator Thune asked me to sort of, along with some other senators, take the lead and talk to the president. And I have talked to the president. I asked him a question in one of our last meetings with other senators there, and he spoke for 20 minutes on the subject, and he was splendid in his evasiveness. And what that told me was he's not ready to make a decision.
But Trump is focused on issues that voters want him to focus on, whether it's the border or inflation. He's focused. That's why he's popular. He's doing what voters wanted him to do, right?
Yes. And of the things you listed, Stu, inflation is the most important. That's what most moms and dads worry about at night when they lie down and sleep and can't. High prices. We can get those high prices down, but we've got to do 3 things. Number 1, we've got to reduce our spending. Number 2, we've got to get rid of rules and regulations, deregulate the economy. And number 3, I alluded to it, we have to rewrite the tax code, lower taxes, and end up with a tax code that looks like somebody designed it on purpose. I think we can do that over the next 6 months, and if we do that, you'll see prices come down.
We're waiting for it. Senator John Kennedy, always a pleasure. Thank you very much for joining us today, and please don't be a stranger. We'd love to see you again.